it comes to the preload, this is what's ultimately going to determine the bike's ride height. For me, I prefer more of an oversteer feel of a bike, so I would set the front to 8 and the rear to 0. If you're chasing more of a stiffer setup and understeer feel of a bike, you might want to set the rear higher and the front lower. When we move on to the rebound and compression, both on the front fork and single shock absorber. For my rebound, I would set it at 8 and my compression at 2. Also, I would duplicate these settings in my single shock absorber. When we talk about the spring stiffness, this is how we can adjust how rigid the bike is going to be. With a more firm spring, the bike becomes more precise, but unfortunately it's going to have a high impact when we exploit the curves. For me, most of the time I'll be running a softer setup, and the front rear spring will be set at least 4 or below. Brake is going to let us set the degree of angle, center from where the steering wheel grips are, all the way down to where the tyre meets the road. Increasing this can help with more contact to the ground when exiting corners, but decreasing this will help the bike turn and corner better. Most of the time I'll be running this at 0, but for higher speed circuits this could be even 8 or higher. With trail, this is overall going to dictate the steering and behaviour of the bike. Increasing this unfortunately means we're going to lose out when changing direction, but improve stability. Decreasing this on the other hand will increase cornering speed and preciseness. So most of the time I'll be setting the trail to 0. For the gears, this would arguably be the most crucial element when setting up your bike. When we look at the gears first to the final drive, anything above 5 or higher means we're going to get more acceleration. But what grunt we're going to get from the corners and from a standstill perspective means we're going to lose down the straights. For me, setting the final drive will be always the first preference in my book to set. I'll usually set this around 6 to 7. For the first ratio I would set to 3, and this would be a gradient going all the way to gears 5. The 6th gear I would save for high end speed, and this one will be a lot lower, maybe a 4 or 5. The gears are going to look something like this. With all my vital tips explained, I hope this video has provided you finding extra speed within Motogp 20. That's all for me in this video. Bye for now.